Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our lesson. It is Business Network with me Herman. Today I'm going to explain about trade show. Let's begin this presentation with a question. It is, what is a trade show? A trade show is an event held to bring together members of a particular industry to display, demonstrate, and discuss their latest products and services. Major trade shows usually take place in convention centers in larger cities and last several days. Local trade show may be held at a local arena or hotel and allow business in the area to connect with prospects. Participating in international trade show can be an effective channel to access foreign markets. Trade show offer a single short-term venue to network, market, and keep tabs on competitors and innovation. Here are the tips to network like a pro at your next trade show. The first is attend your next trade show alone. Second, do your homework. The third is schedule meet and greets beforehand. Fourth, create and lead capture system. Fifth, engage in quick and relevant conversation. And the last is perfect your elevator pitch. Okay everyone, I'm going to explain about the tips to network like pro at your show one by one. Okay, let's begin from number one. The first is attend your next trade show alone. If you've ever been to a trade show, you know it can be difficult to approach someone who's already in a conversation. So, don't bring a guest to the party. If you go alone, you'll look more approachable and it will be easier for you to approach others too. Second one is about do your homework. It means know who is going to be there and who you want to target. Some trade show actually list attendees before the event and have a social interface to communicate with them. The third is schedule meet and greet beforehand. It means develop a target list of must meet, greet to meet, and nice to meet. Be present in meeting with them either through setting up early morning, breakfast morning, before the show hits, circling to show a few times in the afternoon, or staying late. The fourth is about create a lead capture system. It means create a lead capture and follow-up system. Stick with it and follow up after the trade show. So many companies don't think about how to capture the leads until they hit the show floor. By then, it's too late. The fifth is about engage in quick and relevant conversation. It means it's not how many business cards you hand out, but how many you collect. When you meet a person, make the conversation about him or her, not about you. The more interested you are in the other person and his or her work, the more memorable you will be to the person. And the last is about perfect your elevator pitch. Have your elevator pitch ready. Be prepared to tell the highlights of who you are and what your company is about. You should be able to do this quickly, and your listeners should walk away with good information and decide to know more. Okay, if we do the tips, I believe that we will be the pro of our next trade show. Do's and don'ts when visiting a trade show. Here's some of the tips for do's and don'ts when we visiting a trade show. For do's, the first one is plan ahead and set show objectives. The key to getting the most out of show when you have limited time is to set objectives. You might aim to visit a particular list of exhibitors, catch up with specific contacts, or collect a certain number of business cards. Second one is pre-register. Not only will you save money by registering in advance, most trade shows charge an on-the-day registration fee. The third one is give yourself enough time. If you are visiting an important show for your industry, then you'll meet a lot of people you should be speaking to. Time will run away with you, and you likely won't shift some of the things as you set out to. Allow enough time for unscheduled conversation as well as planned meetings. The fourth is take advantage of everything that's an offer. Don't be complacent. Don't be complacent. Look at what the organis- or look at what the organizer look at what the organizers and exhibitors are offering in terms of seminar and conference sessions. You may learn something new. The last is be open to new idea. One of the great advantages of exhibition is that you often learn about concepts that we have never considered before. In some cases, when we are stuck with a tricky problem, it's the idea that we haven't given due consideration to that offers the best solution. So take a good look around and be prepared to listen. For don't, the first one is expect to do the whole show too quickly. By their nature, exhibitions are places where meeting people can happen naturally, but equally, you can quickly become frustrated if you keep missing the person you most wanted to see. If it's feasible, allow for more than one visit. Even the smallest or even the smallest of events may need 2 days long visits, or at least 2 half days. Second one is just focus on the business you come to see. You may be surprised by the number of competitors offering similar services or an innovative solution that could be a better fit for you. It's worth considering startups and lesser known companies who have to drive an enthusiasm to win your business and who will work hard to keep it. The third one is book too many meetings. If you plan too much, to the extent that you have arranged back-to-back meetings, you will only set yourself up to fail. While you need to make the most of your time at the show, you will stifle opportunities for chance meetings if you book your days solid. The fourth is be afraid of being cornered by an exhibitor. Keep an open mind about who you might speak to. Make eye contact, smile, and remember that a quick stop to speak with a keen exhibitor could result in an invaluable find or enlightening conversation. And the last is don't waste the information gathered at the show. You will likely return home with a bag full of brochures and a pocket full of business cards. And if you're not quick on the draw, they will never see the light of the day again. Don't waste these snips of information. Flop as soon as you can after the event before your memory fades. The last about this presentation about conclusion. Networking can be intimidating at first, especially when you are talking to a whole lot of people you don't know. So, those are some tips that will help you become a networking pro at the next face-to-face marketing event. Okay everyone, that's all about my presentation. Hope you can get useful from it. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.